Hey team, today's video, in today's video, I'm going to share with you maybe one of the least best kept secrets for making Gil in Final Fantasy XIV. I've used this to make millions and millions of Gil. It's probably been my #1 moneymaker in the game. And what's great about this method is any job can do it at any level. And it's simply this: playing the markets, server hopping. So the way it works is currently with the world travel system, you can go from any server on your data center to any other server on your data center. You can visit the markets on those servers. You can buy whatever you want from those markets, and then you can bring those items back to your server and sell them for a profit. It's amazing. And I'm going to show you how this works. So any main city aetheryte, just walk up to it and hit visit another world server. I'm not going to show you my favorite server to go to because, okay, I guess I just told you. Awesome. But I'm definitely not going to tell you for sure my favorite server for housing items. Well, now you know. So hopefully that's helpful to you. But anyway, we're going to go to this server and take a look and see what we can find. I just sold some materia for a whole 1,000 gil. We're going to make significantly more than that. So I like to use Ul'dah. A lot of people like to use Limsa for shopping because the market board is right next to the main aetheryte. I don't know. I just like Ul'dah. Sue me. So, what you want to do, we're going to look at bone, for example, and we're going to sort it by demand. And what you want to do is a little research on your server first. Look at high demand items. How frequently are they selling on your server? So, for example, Nidhogg scale, a few are selling every day, roughly 5 to 10. Now, the way this works is I can tell you, because I looked earlier, that the cheapest Nidhogg scale on my server is going for 900k. And I came here earlier and was able to pick one up for 550k. So what that means is if I sell mine for 900k or 850k, I've instantly made a few 100,000 gil by doing really nothing, by buying from one place and selling in another. It's just like working the stock market. You buy a stock, you buy an item, you resell it for a profit. You sell it for a profit. Now, one thing that I would highly recommend is, I want to show you something. So if I go to buy this scale, you'll see that there's a tax. 630,000 gil, 30,000 gil fee. That's because this retainer is in Limsa. So I'm going to pay 30,000 extra gil just because I'm standing in Ul'dah and that retainer is in Limsa. Now, if you know how teleportation in the game works, it is 1,000 gil at most to teleport anywhere. So if I teleported to Limsa, bought it there, and teleported back here, that's 2,000 gil versus 30. So again, it's just one of those things that takes 2 seconds. We're going to go ahead and do this so I can show you, to save a bunch of money, because saving gil is the same as earning it. A penny saved is a penny earned, right? So think about how you can use what I'm talking about to make money through savings. This is just one way. When you go to buy something, just simply go to the place that it is. Something else you can do with server hopping is if you're on your server and something you want to buy is very expensive, check out, oh, where am I going? Check out the other servers and see if you can find it cheaper. And I've also made millions and millions of gil in savings by server hopping. So again, I'm going to go here, I'm going to go to bone, I'm going to sort by demand, I'm going to click on Nidhogg scale, and you'll notice if I go to buy it, I'd get it for just the 600,000. There's no longer that fee. So I don't know, team. Hopefully these things help you out. Hopefully you don't share this. Hopefully you don't like this video, because I would like to keep this between us as far as making gil. Because what'll happen is if too many people start server hopping for things, it's going to drive the price of everything up, and all of the economies of all the worlds will eventually be about even, which I think is kind of what they're going for in the game, what Square Enix is going for. But right now, we are in this awesome place where there is and can be quite a bit of disparity between the servers and prices. So again, quick recap. Find out what's selling. Crafting components are great to look at because often they have high sell rates. So look for what's selling. Look for what's kind of expensive, but not too expensive to where you're putting all your money into it. Buy it on another server. Make sure you're in the spot where the retainer is selling it. Save yourself that tax. Bring that item back to your server and sell it for a profit. And also, if you're going to buy something, especially anything expensive, and you look at your server and you're like, that's a little bit more than I want to spend, try going to another server. It can't hurt. See what kind of prices you can get for it somewhere else. So headed back to my house, and I want to show you the Nidhogg scale that I bought earlier. And I think Kid Karate has it. Yep, right here, Nidhogg scale. You can see I have it for 890,000 gil. I bought it for 550,000 gil. What that means is I have a 340,000 gil profit to be made on this, but I also have that much room to where if market pressures make the price go down, I'm not going to lose money. That's another thing you want to be real careful of, is look at the sales history. And these have been selling for about 800, high sevens lately. So I feel pretty safe that I'm going to make at least a couple 100,000 gil off this one purchase. However, I did buy an ancient elm before and literally just made my money back on it. So I did all that, traveling around and literally just made the same amount back. So there is a little bit of a risk. I've never lost anything, but be smart. Be smart with how you use this. If you're a little nervous about putting your hard-earned gil on a risky investment, a risky stock investment, this could certainly be the pyramid scheme of Final Fantasy 14. At least use it to buy stuff. Again, at least save yourself some money there. So please don't share the video. Let's just keep this secret between us, and I'll talk to you next time. Hope you have a good one. Thanks, team.